Alright, boys and girls, today we're making our dots for our dot day. We're going to be focusing on the word concentric, which is where circles have a common center. Now when I say concentric circles, if you want your dot to be a different shape, like a square or a heart, I'm fine with that. It's okay with that. A dot is still a dot. But you're going to go ahead and get started on that today. The things you're going to need are paper, tracers, glue, scissors, and a pencil. Okay? I do not care what colors you choose. I also don't care how many layers you have. Like this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Those are choices you get. You're just going to start large and move small. And that's how it's going to work. Okay? As you're choosing colors, you can choose colors from the color wheel. You can either choose colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel because they work really well together. You could do more warm colors, you could do cool colors, you could do the rainbow, you can do whatever you want. I'm also going to allow you to have the opportunity to use crazy scissors, which will cut things with different shapes on the edge rather than a straight edge like regular scissors. Those are things you also can do. Now I don't have enough crazy scissors for everybody, so you'll have to make sure you share them with your friends if you're choosing to use them. Alright, I'm going to start with my largest circle today. And I'm going to take one of my tracers and I'm going to trace that first. Let's make sure we're focused. Like this. Sometimes my big circles don't fit on the paper. Just do the best you can. Okay. Once I'm done there, then I'm going to take my circle and I'm going to cut it out. There will be lots of paper mess today, so we need to make sure we are diligent about throwing away our trash day and not leaving a mess for everybody else. When I'm ready for my next color, that's where I'm going to take this. This is how I do it. Now, if you have a different way of doing it, by all means, do it your way. I just find this to be the easiest for me. Now, here's my other circle, but I obviously don't want them to be the same size. I want this one to be a little bit tinier than the black one, right? And I'm actually going to cut this one with crazy scissors too. So I'm going to look for something I like. I'm going to do a scallop. So as I cut, I'm probably going to just, with my own eye, kind of cut inside this outside line like a finger width in. A little bit smaller than I normally would cut it. So not on the pencil line, just inside the pencil line. So it's a little bit smaller than what I've already done. Because remember, you want your circles or squares or hearts to get smaller, from large to small. See how that is? Alright, and I don't glue until I'm totally done and have all my circles. And I just kind of keep my trash off to the corner, so when I go to clean up, it's much easier for me the next time. And I can just literally scoop it off into a trash can. Okay, now this one I'm going to have to kind of take one of my little stencils and see what good size would fit here. That's probably a good one. But you're going to do whatever kind of works for you. Now this one I actually want to cut out myself, so I'm actually going to I want it to kind of look like a flower. Again, your choice. This is just what I want to do, right? And then I'm going to take my scissors, and as I cut, I first cut around the outer edge. Okay, trash off to the side. Then I'm going to go in and cut out these shapes. And then I don't want to see this messy pencil line, so when I put it here, I'm going to flip it over. And then I literally need a teensy circle in the middle, but I don't want to waste a big paper like this for a tiny circle. So I'm actually going to take my trash, which is a good reason I left it, and cut a tiny circle. I can freehand cut. You do not have to. You're welcome to draw your shapes first. It might be easier for you. And put that in the middle. And then I'm actually going to use some greens for some other circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I want 5 circles. So I'm going to just make a circle this way. And I'm actually doubling up on my paper. 2 pieces of paper, but 1 cut makes it a whole lot easier when you're working. Sorry guys, I always forget I'm off camera. Now I'm thinking, I'm not sure I like that, but maybe I do. Maybe I don't. We'll see. Maybe I'll just do 1 or 2. Or maybe none. I don't know. Look, this is why I never glue first. Haha, I changed my mind. Mrs. Marker always changed her mind. Alright, when I'm done, I'm like, okay, now I like the design, then I'm going to take it all off. And that's where I'm going to take my glue. You can either use a glue bottle or a glue stick. If you're using a glue stick, you take the cap off and you twist it once, maybe twice, but not too much. Please make sure you turn it back down before you put the cap on so you don't ruin it. And my glue bottles, I always make sure they're closed first. When they're closed, the white dot shows. I turn it upside down. I give it a good shake. Then I open it up. Then I press in the belly. And I don't want glue out here, so I'm going to put glue here. Like that. And then I'm going to press down in the middle, give it a good press. And I glue my next piece. A little dot does a lot. I know I'm doing more than dots, but I'm not doing a ton of glue. I'm doing just enough. And I don't ever do it right up to the edge. When you do the glue right up to the edge, what happens is when you press it, it squishes out everywhere, and then it makes our work look really messy. Okay, before I do anything else, I'm going to turn it over and give it one good little press like this to kind of iron all the pieces together, and then flip it over. And then I'm going to write my name on the back and my class code. Okay? And there you go. There's your dot, or my dot, but you're going to make your own dot. Like I said, as far as it goes, I don't care what it looks like. That's a choice you get to make. At the end of class, please make sure you have scooped up all of your trash and put it in the trash can or recycle bin. All right, guys, I can't wait to see what your dots look like.